Hello and welcome to Thunderbird Blades. My name's Neil and today I'm excited to explore this little deal from Real Steel, the G5 Compact Metamorph by custom knife maker Ostap Hel. A knife that provides a fabulous fix for your filthy front flipping fetish. Try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, let's take a walk around the merchandise. This stylish looking gentleman's front flipper is available at Blade HQ for $55 and change. The business end of the knife is rocking an elegant low-profile 3-inch drop point blade cut from VG10, and I gotta say, it's a thing of beauty. It's flat ground, has a sleek swedge, a generous strip of jimping, and a beautiful satin finish. In my Kaiser VK1FL video, I described how the designer leveraged straight and fluid lines to create an elegant and futuristic looking knife, and I gotta say the same applies here. Well done, Ostap. This knife, and in fact all of the variants of the Metamorph, look flipping awesome. It's sharp as a razor, straight out of the box. And the blade tapers up to a thickness of 0.12 inches at the spine, so it's a nice little slicer. And the blade sits slap bang in the center. The action on the Metamorph is front flipping-tastic. The blade is riding on ceramic cage bearings and is light, smooth and quite drop shutty. And if your fingers are long enough, you can do the reach around. Oh yeah! As with all front flippers, there's a learning curve. Each has its own unique actuation characteristics. Now, if you're familiar with these types of knives, I'd say that the Metamorph, in my humble opinion, is a tad more challenging than the Civivi McKenna, but not by much. Moving on down the knife, we have these handsome 3D machined aluminum, or as they say in England, aluminium scales, old chap, with recessed liners. Ding dong. What? If I'm being honest, the aluminum is a little slick, but the milled stippling does help in the grippage department. At the back end of the merch, we have a lanyard pin and a full fat aluminum backspacer that runs almost 3/4 the length of the scale. Unfortunately, I've got to knock a couple of points off due to the fact that my Metamorph came with a scuff and a chip on the backspacer and a scratch on the bottom of the show side scale. Pig sick. On the flip side, we have one of the best super deep carry pocket clips I have ever seen. Look at that. Recessed foot, recessed screws, simple, clean and elegant. Nicely done, Mr. Hel. Unfortunately, it's optimized for right-hand carry only, which means it could be problematic for goofy flipsters. From a biomechanics standpoint, pocket clips on front flippers serve as an anchor point for your middle ring and little finger. Without that anchor point, it could be tricky to deploy this bad boy. Just something to keep in mind. And last but not least, we have a liner lock, which locks up around 30%. I do have a little lock stick, but I'm hoping that will settle down with use. There's also a shallow access ramp on the show side, so it's easy to access and disengage the lock bar. Okay, time for a quick size comparison. Let's bring in a knife that makes all my front flipping wishes come true. The kick-ass Kaiser Genie. And arguably one of the best front flippers of all time, the Civivi McKenna. Overall length on the Metamorph from tip to tail is a tad over 7 inches. And looking at this lineup, it's fair to say it sits in that upper mid-size category. And he's coming in at a fighting weight of 2.2 ounces, which is right in the Goldilocks zone. Alright, so the ergos are pretty good. I can get a full 4-finger grip on the scales and my thumb naturally rests up on the jimping. The only thing I see as potentially causing discomfort is this jimped lock bar. It stands about a 1/16th proud of the shallow access ramp on both scales, and my index finger naturally locks into this position. After some hard use, you might see a little chafing. That being said, overall the slim profile sits nicely in the hand and is quite comfortable. Okay, final thoughts. The G5 Compact Metamorph is one good looking knife. Its stylish lines, lightweight design and budget-friendly price point make this a must-have for anyone looking for a classy gentleman's front flipper. I'm a little disappointed with the nicks and scuffs and hope they're the exception rather than the norm. Let me know if you've had similar QC problems in the comments. That being said, this is my first Real Steel, and for the most part, I'm very happy with my purchase. Alright, that's it for today. If you like the video and want to see more, please click the like and subscribe buttons. If you think this sucks, you're always welcome to click that dislike button twice. Thanks so much for your time, stay safe, and as always, keep flipping awesome knives.